I was requested to do fake friends, yeah? And unfortunately, that is a subject that I know very well. And now, first things first, most of the friends that you've known all your life or most of your life, they're not really your friends. They're called proximity friends or circumstance friends, yeah? And you're only friends with them because you was forced to grow up in the same place as them.
Facts.
When you're a kid, nobody wants to be the weirdo that's at home by himself with no friends. So you're forced to mix with other kids, and over time, you grow up with them, you become friends with them, and you get close to them, yeah? I guarantee if you met these people as adults and you grew up somewhere else, you wouldn't even like them. So don't hold on to friendships just because of the length of time you've known someone. Look at the quality of the friendship, yeah? Story time. Now, long story short, when I was about 14, I got rushed by a group of guys, yeah? Because they wanted to take my phone and I didn't want to give it up. So they rushed me, they beat me down, whatever, innit? And while I was on the ground, they was even stepping on my head. Now, my two friends, they watched, and none of them did nothing, yeah? So I went back to the ends now, and my batch at the time, I told them what happened. I said, yo, I got rushed, whatever. They stepped on my head. Like, come back it, like I want to get them back. Do you know they laughed? They giggled like schoolgirls. Imagine that. I told them what happened and they laughed. I looked in their eyes and they looked like they were enjoying it. And I said, wow. It was in that moment when I realized the people I thought were my friends were never my friends. Because if I ever heard somebody did that to you, rain, sun or snow, I'm stepping. Do you understand? And then that's when I realized friends is a very touchy subject, because a lot of the time your friend is a sibling that you don't share blood with. So you need to be very picky with who you call a friend, yeah? How do you know a real friend? How does your friend talk about you behind your back? How does your friend talk about you? How does your friend talk to you? I know a lot of guys back in the days who used to bully their own friends, yeah? And speak to their own friends disrespectfully. And I'll say to the guy, bro, like, look at the way Dookie treats you. Look at the way the guy treats you. Yeah, but he's my friend, though. I've known him since we were kids. Bro, do you understand? There's a difference between banter and bullying, yeah? A lot of guys bully their own friends, but they're too cowardly to say it for what it is. So they hide it behind this banter. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's not a joke, bro. Do you understand? One of the other things as well is, does your friend have time for you? You want a friend that if you're going through terrible experiences or something's happened to you or something bad's happened to you, they've got time for you. You don't want someone that's making excuses and talking about, oh, I would come or I would link you, but I got to do this, I got to do that. No one's that busy, bro. Do you understand? Your friend isn't the president of the United States. They're not that busy. They just don't have time for you. Do you understand? That is a real friend. Do they have time for you? How do they speak to you? How do they speak about you? There's friends out there, you could leave 500k in front of them, they'll never touch it. There's friends out there, your wife could be Beyonce naked in front of them. They'll never touch her. That's your friend. Do you understand? I've been a king in my life and I've been a peasant. And I've had friends that have stuck through me, whether I'm up or whether I'm down. That is a friend. A fake friend is someone who talks to your girlfriend behind your back. They speak to you disrespectfully. They try to humiliate you. Do you understand? A friend is someone who has no time for you. A fake friend is someone that they use you. Have you not noticed there's some people that they'll only shout you when nothing's going on in their life? So their girl's finally broken up with them. Now you hear from them. The money they was making has gone down. They're broke. They're stressed. Now you hear from them. Do you understand? That person is using you and robbing you of their time to satisfy themselves, which is a very wicked and evil thing to do, you know? That is a fake friend. And guess what? I'm very thankful for my fake friends. Because you see, in the end, none of them amounted to nothing. Do you understand? So where did their fakeness get them? Do you understand? You see me, bro. I'm like Michael Jackson. I left the group. I left the brothers. And I became the man all by myself. So I just want to say one love to my fake friends. And I just hope you can open your eyes and not be blind to your own fake friends. Like I always say, stay safe.
I love that. I'm going to add my own gems as well with this one. I just had to let that rock because my man was talking some real game, real gems, facts. I'm going to show you my definition of fake friends is this. You can know they fake because they gossip about other people to you and tell you every information that person tells about you to them. And then you gotta ask yourself, why did they feel so comfortable to tell you all those information about me to you? Those are fake friends. What he said was true. When they are trying to use you and waste time with you, they broke up with their girl and they're not with their girl no more. Or even some of them are still with their girl, right? And they just want to use you just for clubbing only. Any other thing, you don't see them call you. They only call you for clubbing only. Those are fake friends. You got to watch out for those people, because those people are just trying to use you for energy, use you off your clout. Fake individuals. Those actually will see you do something. Listen to this. They will see you do something that they rate, but they will tell you privately, yo, man, respect what you're doing, you know. But they don't want the public to see them respecting your thing, because they probably be talking behind your back. But when they're chatting to you, they chatting to you and praising you privately, but behind your back, they're talking shit about you. That's why you never see them praising you publicly. Those are fake friends. Especially if somebody forgets a certain thing that you probably invite them to, or you say to them,
yo, I got something going on, you know what I mean? Like, yo, pull up.
Well, you probably pulled up to their thing to show them love. But then when it's your thing, they don't want to show you no love. Because why they be talking shit behind you? They don't want to praise you in public. Those are fake friends. There's so many of them. A clear example as well, yeah, is this, yeah. Even if you grew up with a man, yeah, and you lot went through the mud together, you went to school, you never chose to go to that school. Your parents put you to that school, so you had to make friends by default there already. So you're going to make friends with them and you're going to think this person's actually genuine, but you wasn't there at your own free will. You was there because someone else put you there. Those wouldn't be your true friend that you would have chosen your destiny. You might grow up with these people, build this type of bond, this type of jokes that you both understand. You know when you say certain jokes to your old school friend, they understand it more than your new school friend, because your new school friend will be like, yeah, I don't understand, I don't get that joke, but your old school friend understand that joke, so it makes your bond stronger. But don't mean they're really loyal to you. You're just comfortable of knowing them longer than the new friends that actually benefits your life, that actually supports you, or that actually met you in your destiny of something that you chose to be in. You know what I'm saying? Enviness will never stop, especially if you grew up with these individuals. If you came from the mud with some guys and then you decide to say to yourself, yo, let me better myself. Yo, let me do this to myself. Let me start this venture. Let me start this business. Let me just make myself more appealing. They'll downplay that. They'll try to pretend they don't see you doing things. Those are fake individuals that you don't need in your life. And a lot of the time, the reason why some people feel like they need friends is because growing up, yeah, brother said, growing up, you don't want to look like that. Don't. That ain't got no friends. So you go out your way to make all these funny friends that you know you don't need, that you know that you're smarter than. A lot of you guys watching this right now, you have some friend groups where you should have been cut them off 10 years ago, but they're still around you. They're still accessible to you. They can still call your phone. Yo, what are you saying, man? You out for this weekend? But you know they're not good for you. But because you fear being lonely, or you fear people thinking that you got no friends, this is the reason why you accommodate all of this type of nonsense behaviors from some of your friends. You know one thing I don't like about, I'm one of those cutthroat individuals, right? If I class somebody as my friend, they are my friend. I'm riding for them. That's one of the reasons why I don't have too much friends, because I know how I'm like. I'm very loyal. Like anyone that disrespects somebody that's my friend, I feel like they're disrespecting me. I'm gonna take his problem and make his problem my problem times 2. That's the type of person I am. I've had one of the most crazy beef where I'm from, just because I tried to protect someone that wasn't even about it like that. I inherited unnecessary beef because of my loyalty, and that made me learn my lesson to say, yo, these people ain't even built like me at all. Why am I even being friends with them? Remember I said to you guys, stop doing charity work. Stop doing charity work. Majority of these people that you're trying to be friends with, you know you're way better than them. You don't even need to do charity work. Do charity work when you feel like doing charity work. Don't do charity work by default. When you're starting to level up in life, there's some people that can't keep up. It's okay, because that's your destiny, and that's just life telling you that they are not supposed to be in the same room as you. If you allow them in the same room as you and you have a downfall in life, that will be your fault. There's a lot of the times people are moving straight, but you still got friends that's not moving straight. You got friends that's still in the streets, still gangbanging, still selling dope, still doing F. You're moving in a straight path. Why you still friends with those people? Because you're scared of being lonely. Some men are scared of being lonely, are scared to be called a loner. And truly, you're protecting yourself and your energy. You're making sure that you're only inviting quality people around you. If they're not quality, don't deal with them. This is how you can tell if somebody is genuine or not. You're speaking to someone, and you guys are always communicating with someone, and it's taking you 3 to 4 days to reply to someone. That's not a genuine friend, because you're not important to them enough for them to reply to you. If somebody's saying to you, oh, yo, man, how you been? And you message them back, yo, I'm doing good, man. Man, it's nice to know. You should be able to nip things in the bud when you're having a conversation. It shouldn't take you 2 weeks, 3 weeks to reply back to someone because they're not important enough. And if they're not important enough, there's no time wasting your time and energy with those type of people. They're just fake friends. There's no point. They just trying to hang on to your life for just in case you become big in life or you become something great, especially if they can see that in you. I've noticed that along the way. Some people still trying to hold on to me, trying to hold on to like a friendship with me by, just trying to check up on me and whatnot. But I know it's not authentic, because if it's authentic, it will flow nicely. I wouldn't have to overthink about, okay, he done this, okay, let me do this. It's long. When you play mind games, that's what chicks do. A real friend is very hard to find, guys. Real friends, can't just get a real friend if you're not actually a genuine person. It's a blessing to have a real friend. A blessing to have a real friend. They come once every lifetime. Real friends. There's a bunch of fake friends. There's a bunch of people that's with you for just to benefit from your energy. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, are you trying to attract quality people in your life or quantity people in your life? That's the difference between, knowing the difference between a real friend and a fake friend. When I see someone that's an introvert, and I know that he's always keeping himself to himself, I like people like that, because you know why? They don't gossip about no one because there's no one for them to gossip to. They keep themselves to themselves. Whether you see them working on their craft, working on something, those are the type of people that I can see that's a genuine person, because they are what you see and what you get. You see another person that chills with a lot of people, a lot of friends, every day they're always posting up happy birthday to man them, happy birthday to man. Bro, like, a man will post like 30 happy birthday to 30 different men on his Snapchat. 30 man, cuz. What's that about? I'm saying to you, saying 30 man, can you rely on them? If you really needed something to happen, if you really needed help, that same people, do you think you can rely on them? Friends are like a diamond in the dirt, bro. They're not one of those people that will come into your life and leave your life. Friends are real friends that genuinely care about who you are as a person, because they treat you the same way they want to be treated. And you have to work on yourself properly for you to attract those type of people in your life, because they are one of those people where it's a blessing from God if you ever have people like that in your life that actually genuinely care about you, that cares about your well-being. If you don't show that same energy backwards, bro, you're going to lose them. And those type of people that will cut you off and they don't look back, because you know why? They value themselves. And I'm one of those people as well. If I show someone love, I'm giving you 100%. If I get 50% from me giving you 100%, I'm giving you no more percent. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Because I love myself and respect myself enough not to be disrespected. One day you guys genuinely find real friends that you can say, yo, this is a real person and I respect this person. Because I want to end this with this year. No one is never that busy, like he said. Not the president. No one is never that busy. Your phone is with you 24/7. People sleep with their phone. People have their phone charger with their phone. So you're never that busy to reply or to communicate with someone that you genuinely have respect for. That's a definition of fake. I hope you guys find real people in your life that respects your time and you also respect their time as well. Bless.
God gave me grace. God gave me style. God gave me grace. God put a smile on my face. God made me smile on my face. God made me shine like the sun. God made me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.